Hola. ¿Me puede dar su primer nombre y su apellido, por favor?
Me llamo Juan Gutiérrez.
Y Juan, ¿qué es lo que pasó aquí ahora en la ciudad de Fullerton?
Bueno, ahorita nos pusimos el primer día y salió el condado de Orange y nos tiraron todo. Este era nuestro primer día, bueno, para mantener nuestra familia, y pues ya nos quitaron todo.
¿Y qué es lo que se pusieron a hacer qué?
Nos dijeron que las cosas que nos quitaron lo teníamos que recuperar después de 30 días. Ahora vamos a estar sin trabajo y no sé cómo vamos a sostener la familia.
¿Qué tipo de negocio tenía?
Teníamos tacos de ambulante.
Okay. ¿Y ya tiene tiempo aquí vendiendo? O?
No, este es nuestro segundo día que nos pusimos aquí.
Okay. Y más o menos como cuánto, ¿qué le tiraron de aquí ahora?
Aquí nos quitaron absolutamente todo. Nos quitaron el carrito, todas las cosas, absolutamente. Ahora sí que nos vamos a regresar sin nada, con las manos vacías.
Okay. Y dijo, disculpe, ¿su primer nombre y apellido?
Juan Gutiérrez.
Okay. Juan, ¿alguna otra cosa que quisiera decir o algo?
Pues nosotros nos estamos poniendo ahorita en la Plaza Hiles y aquí vamos a estar mañana. Otra vez a ver cómo nos va.
Okay, ¿se van a poner aquí de nuevo mañana?
Sí, otra vez nos vamos a, con el favor de Dios, y vamos a estar otra vez mañana aquí.
Okay. ¿Y a qué hora regresan?
A las 5.
Ok, gracias, Juan.
Sí.
Hi, can you please say your first and your last name, please?
Peter Quesada.
Can you spell your last name?
Quezada.
Thank you, Peter. And what happened out here today?
We just we're just serving people out here, fish tacos, fish and shrimp tacos, and all of a sudden we just cops rolled up and with the code enforcement, and they tried to take my stuff, or they took the majority of my stuff. Luckily, there was some neighbors that are very fond of our stand and the work we do, and they kind of helped me out. Cops were really nice and cordial. Code enforcement not so nice, but I understand they're just doing their job. This does impact my family and others tremendously, but other than that, there was no violence used. Everyone was cordial. They did take the majority of my stuff. I was able to salvage some things. I'm thankful they didn't take my main piece. So that's about it.
So now with this that happened, they impounded your belongings, or most of your belongings?
Correct. Yeah, they impounded about, I would say, like 60% of my stuff, maybe a little bit more. I still need to do inventory. But yeah, they said there's gonna be like 30 days or whatever, and you can get it back. But that's not gonna happen. I have some colleagues that do similar businesses, and they don't get their stuff back. The fact is, there is no, they pretend like they have, like there's these permits. I personally went almost 2 years. I went through every single door they asked me to knock and hurdle, and I got resellers, a business license for the state, city, and county. Also, what else did I get? Resellers, a food handler's license, a bunch of other things. And then when you go to knock on that last door and say, hey, I need a spot, they say that there's no such thing. You need to go get a truck or whatever, which I get, but I don't have $100,000 sitting to go buy a truck. So this is why we do this, and everyone tries their best.
And do you plan on setting back up or attempting to set back up after this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's necessary for some kind of I don't know, reform is the right word or whatever it is, but I think it's much needed. Although I know there's the lady did tell me about some kind of code or law that they passed or whatever, that doesn't help a lot of people. I think that's just on paper, but the loopholes you have to go through, it's like a revolving door, and no one. So it's just part of the business. Fortunately and unfortunately, this is the first time they get me. Usually I'm very cordial and just try to be shifting around places, but where there's a demand, there's always gonna be a supply, and I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I do get, however, some of the politics behind it. I completely get that. Other than that, you know, we'll be back.
Thank you.
For sure.
What's the name of your business? Or
It's
tacos?
Baja Street Tacos.
Thank you. Do you have any social media or anything?
I do. It's baja.street.tacos. I'm on Instagram, and you guys can find us there. I know we have a couple of events coming up. That does take a hit, so my brain's already going crazy, thinking what I have to do tomorrow to fulfill those catering events that I have this weekend.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, you know, just to stay safe. You know, if there's any colleagues out there, you know, be cordial, of course. Don't use violence. If you see cops, I would don't freak out. I've never had a problem with law enforcement. They're really cool. These gentlemen here were excellent, and yeah, you know, my best advice is as soon as you see them, just grab as many things as you can, and yeah, don't worry about the cops. As long as you're not like wrestling or pushing anyone, I think you're gonna be fine. And for the most part, cops are not gonna do much. So I know there's a lot of like concern or confusion of, you know, from colleagues and stuff of what they can and can't do. From my experience, I would do things a little bit different and be a little bit more aggressive, not physically, but as far as like grab my stuff as soon as they can get to you. As soon as you see them coming, you should be grabbing things. So, you know, other than that, you know, thanks for what's your channel or media?
OC Hawk.
OC Hawk, that's right there. Yeah, OC Hawk has been nothing but kind, and we need more people like OC Hawk out here for sure.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.